Introducing Keron Rose, aka the Digipreneur. Keron is a marketing and e-commerce specialist, content creator, and business consultant. He's also a Flow Business brand ambassador. Based in Trinidad and Tobago, Keron is known across the region for his commitment to helping Caribbean entrepreneurs build their businesses through his columns, blogs, podcasts, and various other platforms. He's here today to help you find your footing in the digital age so you can pivot to success and grow your business. Let's give a warm welcome to Keron Rose.
So let's get on to what we came to talk about today. Now, if this is your first time joining us at Flow Innovation, we welcome you. We're here to have some fun. Today, we're going to be learning about 10 different digital revenue streams that you could be incorporating into your business to start generating more income online, all right? So let me get started. Let me get this thing set up and let's get right into it because time is of the essence. We are not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. Now let me kick that off, all right? All right, so let's go. The world of digital monetization. If you guys are ready for this, please drop some flames. I gotta drop a bomb too. Drop some flames in the chat if you guys are ready. I can't wait to get this thing started. So we got some key presentation points for this session. First, if this is the first time where you guys are hearing about me, Keron Rose, I'm gonna give you guys 5 fun facts about me. Then we're gonna move into the importance of creating multiple streams of income. I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but I got to touch on it, right? And then we're going to move into the digital monetization case study. I love telling stories. I love reading stories. And I figured I'm going to teach you guys about digital revenue streams via a story so you can see how everything works together, all right? And then we're going to move into the Q&A. So 5 things about me. I'm going to do this quick because I want to get into the good stuff. Number 1, you're hearing an accent. You're probably wondering, where on earth is this guy from? Well, I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, and I moved to Toronto when I was literally 2 weeks old. I was born here, and my mom shipped me to Canada. We moved to Canada where I froze to death for 28 years of my life. I then moved back to Trinidad in 2013 to give myself a change of pace, and I'm glad that I did it. Third, my 2 favorite jobs to this day that I've ever done has been working at TELUS Communications and Apple. Apple being the job and the company that has just helped me reimagine the things that I do and how I do it in today's day and age for myself. Some books that have helped me get started in my entire entrepreneurial journey and have helped me get the skills that I need to be a digital marketer and an online business coach is The Key Person of Influence by Daniel Priestley. That is like my entrepreneurship Bible. I read that book once a year because, again, it's so practical, tangible, and it's an entire blueprint for you to build your brand online. And as long as you're doing those things that he talks about in the book, you're going to put yourself in good shape. And second book is Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. I think the best part about Crushing It was that it just sets you in the mindset to really understand how to do digital, building your digital presence, and the importance of creating content and the doors that it can open up for you. Last but not least, the reason I love digital entrepreneurship is that it gives those who don't have all of their finances together a chance to get started. It also provides you with time and freedom location. And if that's not, a great reason to start your own business, especially a digital business, one that is online, then I don't know what else is. All right. So let's get moving. So why multiple streams are important. So again, this is just a heartfelt reminder because we know things are hard, things are expensive. We need more money, right? So number 1, for starters, You will have more than one way for your business to earn. I think one of the big problems that people run into is they try to start multiple businesses at the same time when they haven't even built their first successful business. So the things we're going to be talking about today is how to create multiple different streams of revenue within your one business, but from the digital landscape. All right. Second, you want your business to maximize on all of the opportunities available to you. There are so many opportunities in the digital space. And here in the Caribbean, we're not nearly taking advantage of enough, but that's mainly because all of it is so new to us. So that's okay if you haven't been taking advantage of it. This is exactly why Flow Innovation is happening. So we can start to plant those seeds across the entire Caribbean, and eventually, a year from now, or maybe even less, we're going to start to see people implementing a lot of these things and generating digital streams of income in their business. It also protects your business so that when one of your streams starts to slow down, you have others to keep you going. Listen, the pandemic hit and my main source of income was evaporated overnight. And if it wasn't for the other things that my business was doing, some of the other digital revenue streams, it would have just been tough all around. So again, this is another reason why you want to have multiple streams of revenue. Digital streams allow for passive income and don't always require your physical presence, which is absolutely great. Nothing like waking up in the middle of the night to go get a glass of water and you're getting emails that you have been paid or a new client has been booked. All right. Splendid. Now, this is a quote that I want you to really take in, internalize, if you will. I want you guys to start thinking about how you could take your passion or your expertise and find your audience's desires or pain points and solve them. Look at what you are passionate about. And sometimes we might not know what we are passionate about, or we might not have a passion for things that are business related. However, you either have to look at your passions or look at the things you are good at. Find your audience's desires and their pain points. And if you can solve that, that is the starting point for your business. Okay? Let's dive into the case study. Let us dive into who's ready for the case study? Who's ready to learn about the digital streams of revenue? Please, I need some feedback. Drop some flames in the chat. Please, where is Bounty Killer? I need some flames in the chat. Who is ready to let's get this monetization case study, this story started? Let me know in the chat. Drop some flames. All right. Wonderful. Connell says, me, flames. Luke says, I like that. More flames are coming in. Nice. So we're going to meet Naomi, the skincare specialist. All right. And I got to turn my AC up because it's going to get hot in here. Meet Naomi, the skincare specialist. So this is the starting point of Naomi's journey. I want you guys to picture yourself in Naomi's shoes, because I know many of us are the Naomi in this story, all right? Naomi wants to build a brand. I mean, who doesn't, right? Naomi is constantly getting complimented and asked about her skincare routine. She decides to start a side business in a niche that she loves, skincare, all right? Many of us have been in that role where we do something, we like it, we decide, you know what, maybe we could turn this into a business. The journey for Nai begins. You see, Naomi used to really have bad acne for most of her life, which aided in her self-consciousness. She would keep herself in a box and out of sight until one day she decided she had enough. She started to put herself through her own skincare journey. In 6 months, her acne was gone and her skin was flawless. Here begins Naomi's journey into building Face by Nai. As we go through this story, I want you guys to take notes of all the different ways that we can monetize. Here goes the story of Naomi. Naomi started with a blog. She knew she wanted a digital home that would be a safe space for women that suffered as she did with acne and everything that comes with it. So one, she learned how to do market research and started creating blogs around the top questions that women asked about acne. This allowed her blog to gain traction really quickly because she ranked on Google's first page for the top questions about acne with her blog. She learned about Google AdSense. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, folks. She learned about Google AdSense and decided that she would add it to her website. This allowed her visitors to click on ads and the website, and she started to get paid by Google AdSense. Now, I'm going to give you guys a market research sample. These are some of the things that we need to learn as entrepreneurs to really dominate the digital space. So again, maybe Naomi has reached out to the DigiBoss and we sat down together and we did some market research together. Let's take a look and see what we found. So looking at skin, the keyword skin in Jamaica, we found out that skin was Googled 720 times in the last 30 days in Jamaica. But here's what's really interesting. Take a look at the searcher's age range. 62% of the people who searched for skin in Jamaica were between the ages of 25 to 34, while the rest was between 35 to 44. Now, all research, we can type in any topic, any keyword, any product, any problem, and we can get the volume amount of how many times it was searched for in a specific country. We can also get the entire age ranges of the people searching for particular things. And that will help us craft our ads, craft our products, craft our services. All right. Next up, we looked at where are the people located in Jamaica searching for the word skin. So just imagine we're learning how to do market research, putting in our products, services, the top problems that are in our space. And we can see everywhere in the world people are located that are conducting that search. So for Jamaica, skin has been searched for number 1, Hanover Parish. Number 2, Trelawney. Number 3, St. James. 4, St. Thomas. 5 is Clarendon.
Boom, bang, bang, connect.
Knowing this information, we can do targeted ads. If we wanted to do offline activities, this would be a great place to start to do offline activities. Looking for where are the places in our countries that are doing the searches for our particular products or services in our related space, all right? Then we took a look at what are the top questions being asked around skin in Jamaica over the last 30 days. There were 392 questions asked about skin. So remember, Naomi started off with the website. She started to blog about the top questions in her space, and that allowed her to rank on number 1 on Google and position her business or her brand as the top space on Google, right? So we looked, she's seen things like, are skin tags contagious? Are skin tags dangerous? Are skin cancers itchy? Can skin recover from steroid cream? Can skin cancer spread? These are all things related to the word skin that Jamaicans asked in the last 30 days. All right. So these are the types of research that we want to do so that we understand what is happening in our industry. That way we can create the right content, the right products, the right service, and the right messaging. Can I continue? Please drop some fires in the chat. Let me know if I can continue. All right. Because now we are back to the story. Naomi's audience started asking for how-tos. Since her audience wanted more visual content, she got into creating how-to videos. People wanted videos, and Naomi thought it would be best for her to start a YouTube channel. This would allow for people to continue to search on Google for the top questions about skincare, and her blogs and now videos would show up as a result. Since she already had a Google AdSense for her website, she knew that she just needed to get 1,000 followers, and 4,000 hours of watch time for YouTube to start paying her. Again, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Make sure you're making your notes on the monetization. 1,000 followers, 4,000 hours of watch time for YouTube. Within 3 months, she was able to achieve the requirements and start collecting YouTube checks. And newsflash, everybody, the entire Caribbean is able to monetize YouTube. They can deposit the funds, direct deposit into our local bank accounts. You can set that up through Google AdSense, or you can have Google mail you out a physical check. All checks from Google are in US dollars. If you're doing direct deposit goes into our local bank accounts on the 22nd of every single month. Naomi then hits social media. So she's armed with a popular blog and YouTube channel. Naomi starts to create shorter pieces of content from her long form pieces of her blog and her videos. It takes Naomi 6 months to reach 6,000 followers on social media, but her audience is super engaged. Guess what? Companies start noticing that her engagement rate is one of the best in her country, in her niche. Brands begin reaching out with sponsoring products for her to review and invite her for social media takeovers. Naomi starts receiving payments for the product reviews she is doing and is also being paid for the takeover events that she is a part of. I have to say that is brilliant. Then people say, Naomi, well, all those products you keep talking about, where can I buy the products, Naomi? This question keeps popping up all over Naomi's social media. So Naomi decides to sign up with Amazon affiliates. And every single time she talks about a product, she gives people the option to click on her affiliate link. Every time someone purchases her recommendations, she makes a commission from the affiliate link on Amazon. And yes, folks, Amazon pays us in US dollars, and they do direct deposit into our bank accounts using a service called Payoneer if you sign up, or they can mail you out the check as well. Number 2, Naomi has a bright idea that she would begin selling some of her own branded products on her website. She scours AliExpress for products that she really loves and begins white labeling products for sale on her website. She begins using drop shipping as a means to get her products to her audience. And for those who might not know what drop shipping is, that's when you handle the marketing, you have a drop shipping partner who handles the labeling, the manufacturing, and the shipping of the products. So once you sell the products, they receive the order, you make your money, you pay for the product, you get the wholesale price, and they would handle the delivery of the product to your audience anywhere in the world. AliExpress is one of the top drop shipping partners, but there's many more. You guys can jump on Google and learn about the different drop shipping partners, all right? But AliExpress is one of the biggest. Then people start to ask, Naomi, we want organic recipes, Naomi. We want the organic stuff. Naomi decides to heed the call for the recipes for the organic mixes that she prepares in her videos. She decides to create an ebook with her secret recipes that she has kept close to her heart. And she starts selling the ebook on her website and on Amazon. All right? Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, right? We're talking digital streams of revenue. Naomi is now the #1 organic skincare specialist in Jamaica. She is the top shotter in Yard. She decides it's time to open up an exclusive place for people that are interested in building themselves up as skincare specialists. Naomi opens up her membership website and certifies specialists in organic skincare remedies that she has created. Woo! I got to take some advice from Naomi. I got to make notes of this too. But guess what? Naomi's still growing. She's still building. The audience wants more. There is a hunger for more. We want more Naomi. They go to Naomi and they say, Nye, we love your voice. Naomi's community believes she is an inspiration and they love to hear her talk. She decides to create a safe space for women to be able to listen to the stories of other women. She launches her podcast and then signs up for Patreon. This allows women to support her podcast via donations. And because she has the podcast, companies, whether they're big or small, also reach out to advertise on the podcast or sponsor the podcast. Oh God, I gotta take notes too. And at this point, Naomi has grown. This girl is bad. She is the top shotter in Jamaica and she's a big dog in the Caribbean. Naomi has helped hundreds of thousands of women build their confidence, and she has now decided to give her community yet another way for them to identify themselves as a part of the community. Naomi has now started to create designs with her top quotes, her logo, funny comics, and put them on merchandise. My goodness. She works with a platform like Printful or Teespring to create designs and deliver the products to her community all over the world. Well, Naomi, I learned that too. I got the Hustle and Motivate hats. I had to go get the Digipreneur hoodies. But Naomi, I'm taking notes too, Naomi. I'm taking notes too. So then, guess what? Naomi then takes the stage. Naomi has built up quite the story along the way, and that has now opened the door for her to do paid speaking gigs about her journey and be on panels as a skin care expert. Naomi, listen, I have got to take notes because that's a great idea. I got to start getting paid and doing workshops too. So that is the story of Naomi, and that is to be continued because who knows, maybe next innovation, Naomi might be doing some other major things and she might come back with more ways to monetize and build her digital presence and make digital shmoney. Did you guys count all the ways? Well, let's see how many ways we got to monetize. So there are a multitude of ways, but here are some of the core ways that were brought up in Naomi's story. Now, remember, you might have heard these things and thought of other ways, right? And that's amazing. But here are the core ways we spoke about in the story. Number one is Google AdSense. This allows you to monetize your Google ads on your website, but also your YouTube videos as well. Number two, digital products. Create ebooks or downloadables that you can sell on your website or on Amazon. You can also partner with Teespring or Printful to create your own merch line. And again, they're going to be delivering the merch all across the world. Three, social media. Think about product reviews, social media shoutouts, IG page takeovers, or sponsored posts from companies and brands. That's a great way to monetize, right? Number four, a membership site. Membership websites are great for recurring income and to create an exclusive community. Number five, affiliate marketing and drop shipping. So all those times people are asking you, hey, where did you get that shoe? Where did you get that shirt? Heck, when people even ask me basic things like, hey, where did you get that book? Or where did you buy them Altoids? Listen, I'm sending everybody Amazon affiliate links. I'm trying to make commission off of every single thing people ask me because we give away all of our stuff, all of our advice for free. Sign up for Amazon affiliates, send out your affiliate links and make some commission. That's a good way to make some recurring income in the background. Then we got the podcast. Shout outs to Digipreneur FM, shameless plug. We got the podcast. You can register with Patreon and get paid or sell ad space on your podcast to brands or businesses or have them sponsor episodes, right? And then we got speaking gigs. Paid speaking gigs will open up to talk about how you built the business, and you're going to be able to sit on expert panels with other industry experts. And when you do these things, when you create the content, you create the podcast, you do the blog, the YouTube channel, when you do all of these things, right? It just builds your name, and you're going to be able to get people who directly do business with you, but it also creates distribution channels so that when brands or other businesses say, hey, we want to sponsor something, you have things that you can sponsor. You can sponsor an episode on your podcast. You can do targeted ads or sell ad space on your website and create links back to the sponsors' websites or products that they can track so that you can measure how successful was the campaign. Do not just limit yourself to social media. Why? Because you don't own social media, right? We've seen tons and tons of influencers and popular businesses get their platforms restricted, removed, copyright infringement, you name it, because they don't own the platform. So get things like your blog, your podcast, platforms that you own. That way you have full control over doing that, all right? So you're probably thinking about where are some places that I could learn to get some of these skills to implement some of these things, right? So one of my recommendations is Google Digital Garage. Now, everything that I have learned, I never learned all of my e-commerce, marketing, SEO. I never learned none of these skills to teach it. I actually learned all of these skills for my business, Droid Island. And then because I got so good at building Droid Island digitally, more people started to come to me asking me about, hey, forget them phones. Who did your website? How are you showing up on Google? How are you getting all of these gigs? How are you showing up on Google search, on Bing? When more people started to ask me how I was building my business, and I found myself teaching a lot more about the how I built the business, at that point, I made that switch. So Google Digital Garage is a great way to get started. Learn skills like digital marketing, paid advertising, how to build an online business, building self-confidence online. Oh yeah, that's actually a course in Google Digital Garage. Growing your business in other markets. Again, that's also a course on Google Digital Garage. Second space is HubSpot Academy. You can learn skills such as content marketing, search engine optimization, managing customer relationships, email marketing, and much more. Anybody following me on social media, especially on Instagram, knows that I share almost every single thing I'm doing business-wise in my Instagram stories. So when I'm doing courses, heck, there are courses I've spent over $1,000 to do, and I'm there giving behind the scenes and giving tips so that people can see what is going on and learn with me. My Instagram stories have all of that type of content, right? So learn things from HubSpot. I did a bunch of courses over the long weekend here in Trinidad. Some of them were in HubSpot Academy, all right? Then we got Skillshare. Skillshare has a wide variety of skills to learn from business to creative skills. So if you're thinking about, man, I don't know how to edit video, I don't know how to do videos on my smartphone or take pictures on my smartphone, Skillshare has tons of courses, creative courses and business courses on Skillshare. Check out Skillshare, sign up for those courses, elevate your skill sets, all right? So I think we can move into the Q&A now because I know we got some time. So drop those questions into the chat. I know my Flow team got me. They're going to be putting in the chat the questions so that I can see it. I'm going to be looking at the feed too. So if you got questions, please drop your questions in the chat. Let's get these things answered. Let's see how best we can help you. And while the questions are coming in, you guys can also screenshot this. You guys can follow me on social media. It's Keron Rose everywhere. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Email me, check out the website, KeronRose.com, or if you're into podcasting, check out the Digipreneur FM podcast, all right? So the first question is, how do we access the Google data you were showing? Now, Carnal, Flow team, let me know. Should I do a live example or should we save this one for a whole workshop and show people how we could do market research? Because really and truly, the Google data is an entire workshop. So let me give you guys an example, right? Let me show you guys one of my favorite free tools. That is Google Trends. So Google Trends collects all of this data that the humans put into Google search, right? If you go in Google Digital Garage, there is actually an entire course on how to do Google Trends. It is one of the ones that I recommend all the time because as a free tool, Google Trends does some amazing things. So for one, when we click on Explore, we're going to see this page come up, right? And look at our filters. We can look at the entire world, so we can get data from the entire world or put in a specific country. And then we could change the duration. Do we want to look at data from the last 5 years, 12 months, 90 days, 30 days, right? And again, this is just a quick example. On the left-hand side for search topics, that's Google algorithms compiling all of the searches that humans put into Google search and grouping it into parent topics. And on the right-hand side, search queries, that's the actual terms that humans put in, and Google just tallies it up, right? So left-hand side is Google's algorithm combining everything to key topics. The right-hand side is the actual words, right? So if I change this right now to Jamaica, right? And I put in jerk. This is going to show me the top cities. Well, for one, are people searching for jerk in in Jamaica? And it's going to give you the history of the search. Then it's going to show you things like these are the top cities or the top parishes that are searching for jerk in Jamaica. So now this is going to help with your Google ads. It's also going to help with your Facebook ads. And then if you scroll down some more, you're going to get some related topics. So people are looking for sweet word jerk. So clearly when I go to Jamaica, I got to go check out sweet word jerk because it's top of the list. And then there are people looking for Ultimate Jerk Center, Kingston Jerk. That's good. So you want to make a long list of all the products, services in your industry and run it through Google Trends so you can see are people searching for it, because many businesses are creating products and services for things that people don't want. And even though they don't want it or they don't know about it, that means you're going to have more marketing to do. You're going to have to spend more money doing ads to get in front of them. Versus if you know people are looking for it and where, you don't have to spend as much money because you're going to be able to have your website, do your research on what they're searching for, the key topics, key questions, and then create the right content and then show up in organic search. But if nobody's searching for the things you are putting out, then you're not going to get any traffic from organic search, and you're going to have to spend a lot of money on paid search. And I don't know about you, but when I started out, I was too broke to do paid. All right. So then someone said, can you share a bit more about Amazon affiliates? All right, no problem. So check this out, right? So let's just say someone says, yo, Keron, you just spoke about, big shout out to my girl, Dr. Terry Carell, read out of Jamaica. You were just highlighting Dr. Terry Carell's book. Where did you buy it? I want to buy it. All right, cool. No problem. I'm going to go on Amazon. I'm going to pull up Dr. Terry Carell. Right? Or I need to put in her last name. Hold on. Let me get it right. Amazon's hating. Hold on. All right. Let me just pull up anything. All right. I'm going to grab this book, right? So I grab this book. Then what I'm going to do is on the top, there's Amazon Associates, right? So in order to get this site strip, what you need to do is go to Amazon Associates, right? Amazon Associates Central, create your account with Amazon Associates, right? So go through the process, go through the registration. Once you do that, then you're going to have an account and you're going to get the Amazon Associates site stripe. So then you're going to type in any product that you're talking about, and you're going to be able to get the text link, the image link, or the text and image link. So once I get this link now, I can copy and paste it and embed it in a blog, embed it in YouTube, or send it to people. And once people click on the link, then I would earn a commission from that product. Every product on Amazon has different categories, and each category pays a different percentage, all right? So that's a bit about how the Amazon affiliates work. All right. Someone asked, what is the name of the e-digital product site that you mentioned? So for the e-digital products, I basically was talking about Amazon, getting your digital products on Amazon to sell your ebooks, or you could use your website to sell ebooks. If you were talking about drop shipping, right? The drop shipping partner I mentioned in the story was AliExpress. AliExpress is one of the top dropshipping partners. But again, jump on Google, type in dropshipping partners, and then see the reviews, because there's a wide variety of dropshipping partners all across the world that you're going to be able to leverage and use. All right. So let's see what else. Yeah, keep the questions coming. Let me see what else you guys got. All right. Listen, I love these sessions because not everybody's going to be able to talk to a Mark Farrell. So shout outs to Flow Business for bringing in a Mark Farrell, giving us some great tips on how to build our business. All right. And then we got this type of workshop because these are going to be showing things that people might not have seen before. Right. All right. So a question comes in. What's the one thing I should do to get started? If I was to choose one thing. All right. So the most important thing I tell everybody, the starting point for building your digital presence. And if you realize everything comes back to your digital home, that is your website. That is the most important piece of the entire puzzle. Because check this out, right? Let's say I go to Google and I say, how do I fix lower back pain, right? Look at what comes up. The entire page is filled with links to somebody's website, right? 68% of all sales start with a Google search. So if you do not have a website, then you are not participating in the number one way that everybody shops and also does the research and get information. And if I cannot Google you or Google a pain point or Google a desire, and you don't show up on Google's page one, then your competitors are going to get my business. Your competitors are who I'm going to build trust with. We don't use people's first point of contact is not social media. It's Google. We have a problem, a desire, we Google it, and then we do our research from there. All right. So that's the starting point, is your website. Get your website done, right? Flow Business builds websites. So if you need someone to build an e-commerce website for you, you can let them know in the chat. The Flow Business team will take your information or send you the link to go and register, and a sales rep will be in contact with you. And then if you want to build a site on your own, look at platforms like a WordPress, a Shopify, a Wix. Look for platforms that allow you to get paid in the Caribbean, all right? Next up, skills, the websites to build the skills. Okay, no problem. Let's take a look at that real quick. These are the sites to go and learn how to build skills. Number one, Google Digital Garage. Number two, HubSpot Academy. Number three is Skillshare. So look at key courses like digital marketing, paid advertising, how to build your business online, building self-confidence online, learn things like content marketing, search engine optimization, managing customer relationships, and email marketing. Those are key courses that you're going to be using in every aspect of building your business online. For e-commerce, selling online, and also the marketing, but also managing your relationships and creating content. All right. All right. And I think this is the last question before we wrap up. All right. Okay, no, we got two more questions. So what about service-based companies? How can we make money using those awesome strategies? So that's a great question. So I'm a service-based business. So I do market research for companies. I also do SEO behind the scenes for companies and their websites, right? So as a service-based business, one of the number one things that I do is I create a lot of content on strategies. So let me just give you guys a little preview of my LinkedIn, right? If you are not on LinkedIn and using LinkedIn, LinkedIn is the number one place where 99% of all my business as a service-based business, I get my business from LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the only platform in the world where, guess what? I could type in, like, look at this, right? I could type in Flow. Look at this, right? I could type in Flow, and Flow I could search for as a company, right? I could search for Flow as a company, or I got to put in, hold on, let's put in Flow Business. So I could search for Flow Business as the company, and then I could see the people that work there, right? I can find out the people that work there, and then you can directly contact the CEOs. You can directly contact the hiring managers, the people in positions of power that you're going to be able to do business with. So that's one reason, that's one way I get business. Using LinkedIn, contacting companies, people who need my products and services, right? And contacting them. But check this out. When we go on my LinkedIn platform, again, I'm a service-based business. I create a lot of content educating about strategies. So when people see the content, when they see the strategy that I'm talking about, businesses will reach out and say, hey, you were just talking about TikTok for business. Can I message you? Can I call you? Can I book a session with you to get some of that stuff done? All of the content that I pull out is all strategy related, so people can see it and then reach out to me. I'm talking about strategies to get jobs, utilizing digital tools and strategies to get jobs. Every single thing ties back into my business. So look at this, right? The job landscape in Trinidad and Tobago. Check this out. I did this slide deck yesterday, and this is a market research. So learning the skills that I spoke about gives us access to data like this. I took all of the job websites in Trinidad and Tobago, put them together, and was able to rank who is getting all the traffic. Number 1 is Caribbean jobs, 2 Trinidad jobs, 3 jobs TT. And then I'm showing this to the recruitment agencies because I'm like, hey, recruitment agencies, you guys are not doing a good job on digital. You're getting your food eaten by the other places. You guys can reach out to me and I can help you take some of this market share back. But I quantified it with the data that I was able to get. Look at this. I'm able to take all of those websites, so all 12 of the websites that we looked at, and broke down. Look at the ages of the people visiting the websites and the genders of people visiting the websites. That way you can craft your strategies and you know who you're targeting. Then I was able to see the top links on their website generating the most traffic, and what are the top keywords people are typing into Google that's bringing traffic to their websites, right? And then we could see the age ranges and the search volume for particular words, and then the location of where these people are located. So as a service-based business, I'm all about creating content strategies, showing how my products or services can help you solve a problem or achieve a desired result. I put that out on LinkedIn, and that's what I do, right? That's how I get business. So, folks, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming to Flow InKnowvation. This second edition has been great. We still have the pitch competition coming up next week. We still got more for the rest of today's session. If you guys need to follow up with me, ask me questions, or reach out, again, reach out on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok at Keron Rose. Check out the podcast, Digipreneur FM, or go to KeronRose.com. Check out the blogs. It's all about learning how to build your digital presence and monetizing your platforms on all of my channels, right? And that is how I help you. So that's it from me. Please. That's it from me. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of the session. If you enjoyed today's session, please drop some flames in the chat. Let Flow Business know that we had fun. Let me know how we did. Drop some flames. That will let me know how well we did today. And that's it for me today, folks. Have yourself a wonderful day. Take care.